Tyler, I told Malcolm that he turns around and you're gone. I'm going to leave it up to you to tell me what happened to you.
So I'm headed over to where the one girl was.
That was also where Malcolm was headed. Malcolm actually made it to that destination.
Oh,
But I still have to explain what happened to you.
okay. Then I guess I took the longer path to get there.
I said no, thank you.
Danger? No.
Okay, give me a second.
Wait, Tyler, it says you're offline for me for Discord.
Oh, it's just invisible status.
Oh, you can do that.
So here's what we'll say. The two of you were walking toward her when you started hearing in your mind, Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
the voice of Hydronius Heckler.
Okay.
And Malcolm's walking and you're following behind. You're trying to follow to the map, but as you reach a corridor, you hear Hydronius's voice in your head, and he tells you, turn right.
And I turn right.
Okay.
I mean,
that was
what can you really do?
Turn left. Okay.
True.
So you are walking down this hallway, and it's actually very, very cold. And it gets colder and colder as you get to this room.
He might die, man. He's a reptile.
You end up entering this large, cold room. And you notice that it's not pixelated at all. And there seems to be mist coming out of these pipes along the ceiling. And the pipes, some of the pipes are frozen. A lot of the pipes where there would be puddles from the mist, you actually see piles of snow. From what you can see, this area has black onyx pillars and arches. It's lined with stone shelves. And it is one of the few rooms in this cube that's not entirely made of metal. It's made of stone. There are glowing wall panels that provide a dim light. You see 3 drift globes providing illumination as they float through various stacks, and you quickly realize by what is on these stacks and what are on tables, you are in a library.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that sucks. I can't read. Huh.
Oh yeah. You really can't. Too bad Alexa isn't here, so you can't really.
I guess with the library and whatnot, I'm going to roll a investigation check to see if anything seems out of place.
Okay, go ahead.
If there's like a secret passage type deal. All right, give me a quick second. 16.
16. Okay. So you do notice as you're walking through this library, some of these books have pictures in them. Luckily for you. And all of the pictures are of 3-headed creatures. So you see pictures of chimeras, you see pictures of hydras. Everything on here has multiple heads. And you also see what looks to be... What's that?
Tiamat? She's got multiple heads.
You see, but the books of Tiamat appear to be like holy books. And even though you can't read them, just kind of judging by the format, they appear to be hymns to different gods. And there's another Hymnbook, and you could sort of tell by the symbols on it that these are Hymnbooks to different infernal gods. So gods of evil.
I'm going to take one of each.
Okay. So you take a Hymnbook of Bane and a Hymnbook of Tiamat.
Is there a picture book in here?
Yeah, I said, well, a lot of the books that he sees have different pictures on them. One of these books, quite a few of these books have different diagrams on them. They have different diagrams that show heads being surgically placed onto other creatures' bodies.
Wait, can you repeat that one more time?
Yep, you see several books and diagrams along the table, and they're kind of a little bit water damaged because of the snow. But these are diagrams that describe moving people's heads onto other people's bodies. Kind of, so you see a person with a head, and then you see diagrams that sort of look like to describe how to surgically attach a second and a third and a fourth head onto that body.
Oh.
All the
Ooh.
way up to 6 heads is
Okay.
as high up of heads that you can count.
I'm gonna take the book. I'm gonna take like the diagrams and stuff and also store that on me.
You also see various books about mind flayers. And they seem to be kind of presented out to you.
Ooh.
Like you know that Hydronius Heckler said turn right. And you see all these books on different mind flayers and various mind flare experiments, and they're kind of laid out, and you see written in snow just above the books. There's the snow, and you see kind of carved out and written. It says, "Ha ha, you're dumb."
No, who did this?
I mean, I'm sorry, you can't read. You can't actually see that. You see like sculptures of you, like just being dumb.
Oh, then
Like
I'm like,
somebody's making fun of you.
and then I'm like, oh, I have an admirer.
Yeah, there's like sculptures of the mind flare, like standing above a sculpture, an ice sculpture of you in a chair, like your
Huh.
tongue's all hanging out.
The chair kind of seems a bit familiar. Ah, oh well. Huh.
So as you're looking through this more, I'll let you roll another perception check to see if you can discover anything else.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. So from behind you, you hear the voice of Magic Gary. He says, "A dragon man?"
I reply with, yes, Magic Gary?
Is that me? Is that my name? I can sort of remember things now.
Yes, that is your name.
And you'll notice Magic Gary is like very slightly pixelated.
Oh,
He's like, "Do you know where everybody else is? I'm looking for everybody else."
nope. I don't got a clue.
Can't you use your mind thingy to sense where everyone else is?
It has a limit to it, but I mean, I can try. So I guess I try and sense the rest of the party.
Okay. So you can sense lots of life forms in the cube. You sort of sense like accumulation clusters of different areas, and then you notice in the center of the room just like all this energy, all this, and you can't really tell where it's coming from, but it seems like there's lots of energy of sorts, conscious energy in the center of the cube.
Oh, okay.
Prime.
Well, I can't tell you exactly where they are, Magic Gary, because there's a lot of people. But they are definitely somewhere on this cube. They could be in the center of the cube, in fact, because I'm noticing a whole lot of big energy, big life coming from there.
Okay. Magic Gary says.
I thought Magic Gary was like insane because he was like in the water.
So how'd you get here, Magic Gary?
I got lost from everybody else.
Me too. Where'd how we do that? Huh.
I don't know.
Hey, you can read, right?
Yeah, I could read.
I hand him. Actually, I ask him. I go, "What's that say in the snow over there?"
It says, "Ha ha, Dragon Boy, you did a boom boom."
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice of him.
And then it also says, "Dead, dead, dead, dead" on it,
Dead.
and on this ice sculpture.
Oh, but I'm alive, so they're wrong. And then I hand him the book of Tiamat. I go, "Hey, can you read this?"
It looks like it's songs to some evil three-headed dragon god.
Cool. What about this one?
This one is more songs to the god Bane.
Ooh, who's he?
He's a evil tyrant god.
Sounds like a friendly guy, if you ask me.
Oh, Magic Gary says.
I mean, let's think about it. Like, before he took power, if you were his friend, you must be pretty well off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, like, if you become his friend before he tries to tyrant you, you know, then, like, maybe he'll be like, you're fine, you know?
Interesting. Where's Alexa?
Who knows? Honestly, maybe she just got scared of the cube because, Alexa was saying bad cube a lot. Maybe or Alexa got really scared and just ran off or something.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're able to find her, I met this really friendly guy. His name is the Skull Lord. He's kind of helped me when I was lost, and I lost him, and I just keep getting lost. But I know he was looking for Alexa.
Do you know why?
No idea.
Oh. Do you know where Skeleton Lord is?
I think so. I think that I sort of know the direction he's in.
Oh. Okay. Should both me and you head there? Like,
I think so.
yeah, let's head there.
Okay. So the two of you
Man.
start walking out of this room, and some time passes as you're kind of going around different corridors and you're seeing various things. And out of one of the things that you pass is what it looks like a surgery room. And you notice this room is also freezing cold. If you peek your head in, you could see that there's a surgical table. See that there's lots of cabinets filled with stuff. There's what appears to be dry blood everywhere, and there's just pounds of snow sort of all over the place.
Huh.
And then you run into Big Lion. Big Lion, last we saw you were in a laboratory.
Yeah. I was in some sort of torture room.
Yeah, and to describe this laboratory for you, it's also not pixelated because it has these mists spraying water down. It's this huge chamber that is dominated by alchemical equipment. You see beakers, flasks with bubbling liquids and strange, slow-moving flames, several glass and steel tanks holding living experiments, and they look like they appear to be some like fiendish experiments were done to them. You see one of these containers is filled with just green slime. One of them appears to be filled with some sort of black goo. One has red slime in it. And then there are two larger tanks. And in these tanks, you see water and food dispensers. And in one of the tanks on the opposite corner, you see this lump of light brown and pyramid spikes. kind of piled up in one of the corners. And then
Brown
in another
spikes?
tank, yep. And then in another tank, you see a water dispenser and a food dispenser. And pacing back and forth in the tank is a pink creature. It's pretty pixelated, but from what you can tell, it has 2 arms and 2 legs, and its body is covered in hands.
I knock on the glass.
Its face, feet, elbows, shoulders, and thighs are also covered with tiny hands. It has no facial features that you could see. And you knock on the glass, and it just continues pacing back and forth. It does not react to you.
I knock on it harder.
When you knock on it, it still doesn't react. It's still pacing back and forth. But the other container, the thing that was like a lump with spikes, it rises to its feet, and it looks humanoid. But very much like this creature covered in hands, this one seems to be covered in triangles. Very similar to the pixelated guards that you see, only instead of squares, this creature is kind of just got perfect triangles on them. No facial features or eyes, just perfectly triangular spikes. And it kind of walks over to where you were, judging by the sound of you knocking the glass.
Kind of like
And
going
it just
to like
starts
the, like corner.
scratching on its container, the glass container, just starts scratching with its fingers.
I go over to it and I ask, "Can you hear me?
It nods its head yes.
Do you know why you're here?
And shakes its head no.
Can you speak at all?
It shakes its head no.
Does it when you're where it's scratching, does it like make marks? Like visible marks?
Yeah, and you can see that this whole container is covered in these scratch marks.
I try to find a clear spot and write and not write and ask if you have a name, can you write it here? I just point to like a clear spot so we can write his name or its name if it has one.
It crawls over to that spot, and it kind of pauses for a moment, and then it just writes, "Help me."
What we need, like, have they been torturing you? Is that why you need help?
It shakes its head yes.
Who? What did they? Can you write to me what they looked like? Were they the? Well, I was gonna say, did they look like the? Okay, ask. Did they look like the guards?
It sort of draws like a stick figure with 3 heads.
So this 3-headed creature was torturing you.
It shakes its head yes.
Were you like this before, or did this thing make you like this?
I can't respond to that because you has to double. It just kind of like struggles with trying to respond. That it like
What were you? What?
shakes its head no, and then shakes its head yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. Right? Is this who you really are?
It shakes its head no.
Can you write what you were before?
It shakes its head no.
If I let
I
you
break
out,
the glass.
if I let you out, will you attack me or will you not? Or will you
We
attack
could
me?
say at this point you enter the room with him, but you look back and so Reed enters the room. Dragonborn Reed enters this room.
Lizard
However,
boy.
Magic Gary is gone. You turn around and he knows he's not there anymore.
Son of a. Where'd he go?
Who?
You wouldn't know.
I mean,
It's not
I
important.
met a lot of weird folk today. I met a kid who was like really buff for some reason, and I met this strange guy sleeping in a closet.
Guarded by a red
Yeah.
blob with multiple faces of different people.
Yeah, I
Well,
met a lot of weird people. Maybe I know them.
nah, it's not important.
All right. Yo, can you help me?
He'll probably pop up.
Can you help me try to get like helped out this this triangle creature because he
Do you
looks like
just-
he's in pain.
Do you just
He wants-
want it out?
I mean, it looks like it just wants out.
I'll break the glass by punching it.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for that.
Or I could just break the glass with my sword.
No,
but-
I'm doing it. I'm punching it.
Actually, I don't have a great sword. I have
Okay.
a scimitar. I lost my
Yeah, you're gonna make a strength check. Athletics.
Strength. Athletics.
I forgot I have no weapons except the scimitar now.
16.
16, really?
Yes.
That is just enough to break the glass. You had to get a 15 with athletics. So yes, you succeed in punching the glass, and it shatters, and this creature comes crawling out of it, and it's kind of like hugging itself slightly. But as it's doing so, it's also just kind of like stabbing itself, and it kind of reaches its hand out to touch you. It's like very like quivering.
What is this thing?
I try to take its hand and like pull it up.
Okay, you are going to instantly take.
How much?
I'm going to roll for the damage that you're going to take.
I'm gonna try to endure it. Like just like
Okay. Yeah, I got.
like kind of like flinch a bit, but like still like try to bring this man to its. Try to bring
You
it to
take
its feet.
3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, 72.
I try and speak with it telepathically.
Oh yeah, that's actually
Okay.
a good idea. It could have.
Okay.
I mean, it has been responding to me normally.
You read it in his mind, and it's just saying, "Touch, touch."
I say back to him, no touch. Very pointy. No touch. Who are you?
I need to be held. Oh God.
I can't hold you,
Oh,
otherwise you're
God.
gonna hurt me.
Do I just see them like staring at each other?
Yeah. This thing is just kind of like you could tell, just kind of from reading its mind. This thing's mind is incredibly broken. And it's just kind of over and over again, just being like, "Someone hold me!"
I'm gonna need you to calm down
God.
and tell me who you are.
I'm an abomination.
No,
Hey,
no,
what do you?
like
wait, not
what's your name?
Spikes.
Spikes is your name.
Don't call me that. Don't make
Is
fun of
your
me.
name Ah?
I tap on Reed's shoulder and I go, "Lizard man, are you speaking to him with your mind?"
No, I'm just staring at him.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you're staring at him. And I kind of ask the spike dude, "Yo, do you mind if you help me break that guy out?" And I point to the container with the hand man.
It sees it and it runs headfirst into the thing and just kind of smacks up against the glass container and falls down.
Oh my god!
Did not succeed on its strength check.
All right, I'm gonna walk over and break the glasses. I'm just gonna punch the glass.
You need to roll a athletics roll. Athletics check.
Hey, would you look at that? It's a 21.
Oh, you smash it so hard it shatters and glass goes everywhere and you all die.
This is so powerful. The shockwave killed everyone.
And even though it shatters, the creature that's covered in hands stops for a second and then points its head down and keeps pacing back and forth.
Lizard man, can you try communicating with that thing? Because I couldn't even get it to budge earlier. You didn't respond to anything.
I'm going to attempt to communicate with it telepathically as well.
You see there's like two things inside of its mind. There's one thing that appears to be some sort of humanoid and he's curling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He's kind of saying to himself like, "I'm nothing but hands, I'm nothing but hands, I'm nothing but hands, I'm nothing but hands. High five, high five. I could just give high fives all day. I'm just going to high five everybody I meet. Can't do anything else. Can't look, can't see, can't hear. Just going to high five people. Hey, you want a high five? I'm going to give everybody a high five. What can I do with my life? Maybe I could just like slap people. Maybe that's my job. Maybe that's what I'm used for now." So he's just kind of pacing back and forth, talking about being a creature of only hands. And you also see another creature that seems to be similar looking to that one, only you could see more of its facial features, and it appears to just sort of be like infused into some sort of wall or statue or something. And this one seems to be much more at ease, and it's kind of like talking to the other version, going, just breathe and out. So it seems like
They got MPD or something.
one part of this person's psyche is talking to the other one,
Like multiple, like Gollum.
trying to console, like he's trying to console himself.
So what's going on up in here, guys?
They both turn to you, and the one that was rocking back and forth just starts screaming, "Ah!"
Quiet.
And the other one goes, "How are you able to talk to us?"
Not important. What's going on?
Not important, but
Says, "Oh, well, what do you want to know?"
Why is there two of you?
My mind is broken.
But
I'm
why
no
is it
weakling. I'm no little B word. I'm in control.
You
At
don't,
peace.
you don't seem like it.
I'm a freaking hand monster now. I don't know if you noticed.
Who said you were a monster? You're just a hand dude.
Might as well just be a mindless monster at this point.
No need. Are you able to talk, like, physically?
No, I've got no
Oh.
mouth, only hands.
Think you could, like, shape some of, like, your hands into vocal cords and, like,
I have
parts
no
of your
control
other-
over these hands. Well,
Oh.
I have control over these hands, and as far as you have control over your hands, but I cannot shape them into vocal cords. No.
All right.
Are you here to save me?
Yes. But first, that spiky dude, he wants to be held.
I'm not gonna hold that spiky dude. I'll die.
but your hands.
You're just a bunch of hands.
You're meant to
No,
be. You're
right?
meant to hold something.
I worry that if I do not just focus in my mind, I will just start attacking things.
Oh. Well, what if you just, like, focus on hugging him?
So you want me to commit suicide?
Well, no. He just wants to be held just for a tiny bit. Not even like a tight hug, just like a little. Just
Okay,
a
I think
little-
I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Is there a large coat or cape, blanket somewhere?
Uh, I've got some water skin.
What am I supposed to do with a water skin?
You know, I'm not too sure. I look over at Big Lion and I go, "Hey, you got any extra clothes?"
I think so. I think I got a pair of traveler's clothes, actually. Let me check. Nope. Well, actually, yeah, I do. In the explorer's pack, I got clothes. Why?
Cool. Let me see them.
Alrighty, here you go.
I throw it to
hand creature-
Handman.
Yeah, Handman kind of takes those clothes and kind of wraps it around ties it like a blanket, and sort of just kind of like lightly pets the spiky creature, and the spiky creature just kind of like slumps into like a comfort.
Okay. Ooh, can I connect both Spiky Man and Handman on the same wavelength?
Sure, if you want.
I'm doing that.
Okay, so you do it, and the spiky man is just like, he's just a crazy person.
So he's just now insane.
They're both insane. They're both insane people, but the Handman has some sort of
Well, I mean,
hold.
like the spiky man was talking, but now he's making noise.
he's talking a little bit, but a lot just saying same stuff like, touch me, somebody touch me. For the love of God, give me a handshake, something. Slap me, hit me, do anything. Oh, jeez.
Hey,
I've got no skin, only spikes.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna leave these two doing their own thing. So I'm gonna go away.
The hand guy says, if you leave, I won't be able to calm him down. I won't be connected to him.
Is there any like writing utensils and paper nearby?
Sure, you can find definitely some writing utensils and paper. You're in a laboratory, so yes.
Okay, I
Can the guy-
put that out and I go, here. Now you can communicate back and forth, no problem.
Okay. And before you leave, he said, the Skull Lord did this to us. They were experimenting on us. Him and his little dwarf friend.
You know, I'm not entirely sure who that is, but I will keep a lookout for him.
If you can, please come back if you find any way to cure us of our disease.
Sure, no problem. I'll come back.
So I guess we leave. Well, you two stay safe, even though I bet the spiky man could probably just touch anyone and kill them. And you got enough protection. And I kind of like look around the room one last time. And gather what's
Reed,
going
you
on.
notice that there are 3 life forms in the storage closet nearby.
I go and open it up.
You open it up. You see Gidden this Mulah and Randock Heckler cuddling. And above them is this red creature with tendrils coming out and faces in it. And it's like got one tendril connected to what looks like some sort of guard knight. And he's just got his arms crossed.
I point to him as like,
what's that?
I point to him and I like, see, Lizard Man, those are the 2 guys I was talking about. Buff kid and weird sleeping man.
Oh.
And the guard says, I've been tasked with guarding them. Now you will die.
No, I won't.
Wait, does he not? He does not remember me?
He remembers you. He just sees Reed. Reed's the one who opens the door. So if you want to intervene, you can.
I kind of like put my arm in front of Reed. I'm like,
he's cool.
No,
he's cool, bro. He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, he's with me.
Oh. Are you here to sleep in the closet?
No. We just kind of stumbled across it again.
Okay. Shut the door.
At ease.
Why?
And I like salute.
You're gonna wake them. You're gonna wake them. That's why. They're sleeping angels.
I don't think they're angels. I'm gonna be honest, but they are sleeping. All right, I closed the door.
Okay, you close the door. Is there anything else you would like to do in this laboratory?
No.
Okay.
He just slams it.
You're walking along. And you notice as you get more and more to the center of this cube, it starts to get colder and colder.
I think I'm made of.
You do notice one of these rooms, there is a 20-foot door to it. And the door is inscribed with the carvings of the 5-headed dragon Tiamat. And it's pretty pixelated, but the carving is still recognizable, despite the fact that it's pretty pixelated. And it is got a large keyhole covering it with pixelated dragon design.
You have the key for this thing?
Do I have a key for this thing?
Yeah. It's a big door, which means there's probably a strong guy behind it, and I can't wait to fight it. But we need the key.
No.
You could roll an investigation check if you like.
I'll do that.
That is what I will do.
I might have investigation.
I rolled a nat 1.
Huh.
I rolled a 11.
Yep, you investigate the door. You see that there's this lock. You can't really see any other way of opening it.
Is it a big lock? Because I remember, like, did you say it was a
It's a
big lock?
it's a pretty unique big lock. Yeah.
Could a hand fit through it?
No.
So it's just a big lock, which like the keyhole
Yeah.
is still tiny.
Yeah.
Can I investigate the room?
No, it's in the hallway, so you
Oh,
just have
okay.
to keep going down the hallway.
Are there like any rooms in this like hallway that I can go back to and look in? Wait,
Just the
wait.
go ahead.
Does this door look like it has kind of like the same design as the evil room, where Reed
Yeah.
first met me?
Yep.
I look at Reed and I'm like, Lizard Man, do you remember when we first found each other in that one weird
Yeah.
room? Well, do you see the door? It looks exactly the same, except a little bit more pixelated. Maybe
Okay.
if we go find that room, we can find a key. We can get
There's
inside
still
the door.
people in there.
I mean, we can kill them if you don't run off next time.
I don't know about you, but I'm in rough shape.
Oh, I'm a big dude. I'm a barbarian. I have a scimitar. So I think I can, as long as you can do your magic thingies, then I think I can back you up.
Well,
What are you at?
what?
What do you like? How damaged are you?
I'm
I'm
hurting.
asking. Are you? What's your
I'm hurt.
HP at?
I'm hurting bad.
What's your
I'm
HP at?
I'm hurting real bad.
Ah, I see. So you're really weak. Well, can you do any magic things?
Yeah, I can do magic things, but I
Then
feel
you
like
could.
they're just gonna target me.
Well, can you go invisible?
Well, yeah, sure, but when I do any other spell that would
Well, why not just skip invisibility, spell, invisibility?
I couldn't sustain that.
Hmm.
There's no way.
Do you think you could sneak? How well are you with stealth?
Stealth?
Mm-hmm. You can hide in the shadows
I'm
because technically we're only after the key, so we don't have to kill them. We just have to distract them while you find a key. If
I'm
that big
okay.
dude, wait, Corey, have I seen the big gargoyle thing?
Big gargoyle thingy? What do you mean?
Yeah, the one that was like the boss, like at the Did I ever the big blind ever see it since he was like being sacrificed? Did he ever see it?
Oh, you're talking about the devil guy.
Yeah, the devil.
Yes, you have seen him before. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, if we don't see the big
He
devil
sort
dude,
of greeted you the same way that he greeted the Beady Boys party, where he was sort of treating you like a recruit and sort of gauging how smart you were.
well, I ain't very smart. I tell you that. I'm a negative
But
one.
he's on the upper part of the cube. The Tiamat chamber that you guys were in is in more of the bottom level. The cube
so I
right
thought that was
now
the
where
same
you
room.
are is in the middle of the cube, and you guys are kind of close to the center.
So, okay, so we don't. All right, we don't have to worry about the devil man since he's on the higher floor. So all I have to do is distract him since I'm at more power. So I just have to distract him. You have to find the key.
Hmm.
Yes,
All right.
we should probably start with the lower floors because
I mean, if you can,
I think I can take them on.
if you can distract them for long enough while I'm just invisible.
And then once if you can't find anything, just like shooting them with your magic, like at the door, so I know when to bail.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's go do it.
All right, and if it's not there, then let's hope it's not at the boss's lair.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to deal with that devil guy. He looked tough, like more tough than I can handle.
Huh.
So yeah, that's our plan. We're gonna venture back into the lower layers of the
Okay.
cube.
So as you guys are kind of going back toward where you were, So you kind of get turned around a little bit. You're not sure exactly where you are. You kind of see a ladder shaft going downwards. So you go down that ladder shaft, and from here, you begin walking down, and you hear screams that get louder and louder, and then end in a bone-crushing thump. So you're and then like a thump.
Like falling.
If you wait down this hall, you hear it repeat about every 6 seconds.
Do you think we should go to that?
And as you get closer and closer to this area, you start to smell like really gross decay.
So just dead. We smell death.
Yes.
Yo, Lizard Man, do you want to check that out, or? Because that doesn't
What?
sound like a room, but it sounds like there's people dying in there.
I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now. What's going
That's okay.
Do you think we should?
As you're walking down this hallway, you went down a ladder shaft that was nearby, and you weren't sure exactly how to retrace your steps. But you went down this ladder shaft, and you're going down this hallway, and you are hearing, as you go down this hallway, a scream that starts off quiet but gets louder and louder and louder, and it ends in a bone-crunching snap. And you also smell the stench of death.
Pretty sure I've been in there before.
You've been in there?
Yes,
Is
I have.
So we don't need it. I mean, what's in it? Other than probably dead
just-
bodies.
Just dead bodies going in a tube.
Do you think we could try to save them?
They're already dead.
I mean, but wait, does the noise keep like repeating? Like will there
Every
like,
6 seconds.
I mean, I think we can
Stop.
save them.
No, there's no saving. It's just dead bodies going into a tube. Already dead
Well-
people just going down a tube.
Let's hope wherever those souls are, it's not anywhere in the abyss.
They
So-
very well could be in there. But
Who knows, man? This place is a confusing. This is a confusing area. I don't even remember how I got here. I just remember about to get sacrificed.
So as you come down here and you actually see the bodies are starting to spill out of the room, like there were so many of them. And then you see this very large machine come through and just sort of eat up the dead bodies. And it looks like its mouth has some sort of furnace in it. And I will put a picture of it in the chat. So you see this creature going through, and it's picking up these dead bodies and putting it inside of its mouth that is almost like a furnace. And it just appears to be cleaning up the area. So you see it doing that, then notices you guys and starts rolling down toward you.
I think we need to go now. That thing does not
Yeah.
look good in any way, shape, or form.
let's I book it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I follow him.
you guys run down the hallway. You're running and you're running and you're running. And you end up running into this really dark area that's sort of covered in slime. And you step in parts of this slime with just like bones. You see human bones and this red slime. And it kind of slides down. And, sorry, I'm reading Raymond stuff. But the slime comes down and you see it kind of come up and start to attack you. There's about 4 of these little red slime creatures, and they look fairly similar to the one that is guarding the room that Raymond and Gidden this Mulah are in. But they're like little small ones, and they see you and they lunge to attack. So we're going to roll initiative.
Dang. What do these things look like again?
I will go ahead and post a picture for you. That's adorable. I found a picture of them. They're like the thing that is guarding Raymond and Lilly, but instead of multiple faces, it's just one face, just one cute little face.
Okay.
It's quite adorable.
I have my,
I got a
my
20.
roll whenever.
Okay, what did you get, Reed?
19.
19. Okay. Reed got a 19. What did Mr. Lion get?
21.
I'm just reading Raymond's thing. 21. You said you got a 20. What'd you get?
I got 18 plus my initiative, which is 3.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Again, I don't know why he Big Lion is level 5 and has a higher AC and a higher initiative bonus, and I think a higher speed than my level 12 character.
Maybe you were just doing something wrong with.
Well, no, I think it was because I just never clicked max whenever I leveled up.
Oh,
So I
gotcha.
wasn't
So
getting-
you
I
always
wasn't
got
getting-
bad rolls.
Yeah, now I'm doing it every time I level up, which is like, I think every time I level up, I click
Okay.
max. But back then I wasn't. So
All right. So you are going first, Malcolm.
of course, how big is this thing?
It is very tiny. It's about the size of your foot.
I kind of walk up. Is it slow?
It has a speed of 20 feet. So yes, it's like this little slime ball.
I go up to it and I like take my scimitar. Well, hey, it's Lily's scimitar. I take my scimitar and I kind of just like, not like with tremendous force, but I kind of just like swipe at it.
Yep. Okay. Go for it.
14.
14 hits it.
Alrighty, 1d6. 8.
Okay.
Let me guess.
Alright.
Kind of,
It's definitely weakened, and it kind of shudders, falls back.
I know that's when I'm raging. Or do I get 2 attacks? I think I can do 2 attacks.
Yeah, I believe so. You do get 2 attacks.
Even if I'm not raging?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack again. Just gonna swipe at him again.
Okay.
4 does not hit. I'm just gonna, if I have like the ability to, I'm just gonna kind of like move back. Because
Okay.
even though this thing is like very tiny and looks very weak, I'm not gonna take any chances.
I'm sorry. What was that second hit that you get? What number did you get?
It was a 4 to hit, but
Okay, yeah, no. So go ahead, Tyler. What would you like to do? There are 4 of these little goo monsters, and they're all sort of attacking you. And then the Hellfire engine that is down the hallway is still rumbling nearby.
So you got these little like.
Okay, so we're in a room and the engine is like barreling towards us, correct?
Correct. Well, you've turned a corner and you are in this hallway, and this hallway is kind of dark, and it's got all these bones of people, and it's only a matter of time until the Hellfire engine also turns the corner following you.
I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility.
Okay, you cast Greater Invisibility on yourself. They still sort of know where you're at, so they're still going to try to attack you, but they'll probably do it with disadvantage. Is there anything else you would like to try to do with your turn?
I'm going to step away out of the hallway and sort of like close to the wall.
Okay, so you turn invisible and you kind of move out of the hallway. They're all going to try to attack.
Big Lion.
Actually, I don't think they can really attack you now since you turned invisible and you've gone out the hallway. They are still sort of aiming to the area that you were, but they're mostly focused on Big Lion now. So since none of them was actively engaged with you, they're all going to attack Big Lion.
I think I can easily disengage without getting hit. I can just
The first one misses, so you're good there. Second one misses. Third one misses. And the fourth one misses.
Wow, these things are actual garbage.
So they all miss you. And now the Hellfire engine has turned the corner. You see it. What do you do?
Can I try to? Is there thinking logically.
To disengage, you could take an action to disengage and run.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Doesn't
Okay,
think I
so-
can easily disengage without getting hit because I can just jump.
Yeah,
over
I think
these.
so. So you run past these things, and the Hellfire engine just goes barreling through them, killing all 4 of them right away.
Yeah, I'm just sprinting at full speed.
So you guys are running down this corridor. You're running down.
I am speed at this point.
And okay, so you do come across one room that you're able to run inside. You go inside of it, and you notice that this looks to be a empty guard room, kind of like the guard room you both had entered before. This one appears to be empty, and it has ladders going up to different doors, and you see this mosaic stain of small pink, white, and red cubes spread across the walls and the floor. And what you could see, Big Lion, since you're fairly pixelated, is these stains appear to have been scrubbed or wiped away
No,
in the center of the room.
pixelated. I've been cured.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
So they're
drank
fairly
water.
pixelated, but what you can tell is just that and the smell of rotten meat. You feel like some creature fell and very, very hard. And as you look up, you can see that there are ladders on the walls in different directions. So what you can kind of gather from looking at this area is that the cube has its own gravitational force, and probably what happened to whatever adventurer went down this area, they started climbing down, and then their gravity shifted to that of the cube, and they plummeted to their deaths.
Huh.
So that's what you notice in this room. The Hellfire engine has passed, so now you can safely get out.
That's what I do.
So you go into a room, and you see one room in your direction to there, because you're still looking for this. You're still looking for the Tiamat room. As you're walking, you come across what appears to be chambers of some sort. And this chamber appears to be like a large bedroom. And inside of it, you see a lot of the same stuff you saw in the library. You saw different pictures of bodies with 3 heads attached to them. You see different plans laid out, and you see piles and piles of bones.
Old, fresh.
Old bones, yes, Fred. Old bones polished, like they are more so of a collection than of a. They weren't killed here. So you see different bones, and then you notice sleeping on the bed is the creature that you had encountered at the beginning of this adventure, Malcolm, the red devil guy, what you called the gargoyle. And he's sort of laying on his bed. He appears to be sleeping. And you see him also, Tyler. But Tyler, I don't think you encountered this guy.
Nope.
So I will send you a picture of him.
I kind of like tap him. I'm like, that's him. That's like whispering to him, like, that's the gargoyle. That's the gargoyle thingy. Like, that damned me to die. I think we can take him. He looks scrawny.
Is Oliver with me?
Oliver? No, you have not heard from Oliver since after the fire.
Oh.
For all you know, he could be dead.
All right.
You know that Twigtail died in the forest fire, and you know you don't know that he's dead, but even though you didn't see him since the forest fire, you do remember him leaving you that message telling you Plan Z on that entire village.
And I did it.
I did it. I Plan Z them all.
I killed them all.
the women,
I kind of
and the children.
Gone.
I killed them all.
Reduce the ash.
I
Small price.
whisper to
Salvation.
read him like, listen, man, do you think we should kill him, take him on, and if so, should we kill him or interrogate him?
I can just cast greater invisibility again while you do your thing.
Okay.
And I can
Cast
just
greater
watch.
visibility and start searching, but be discreet.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yes, but you're going to have to roll stealth for that. So you're going to roll greater invisibility again. Remember, keep track of your spell slots, and I think that you're still invisible at this point, unless you tell me otherwise. So you're probably still invisible from when you turn. And so Big Lion's going to start rummaging through some stuff. So
I'm not rummaging. I'm
you.
going to try to like talk. I mean, I didn't really find anything, right?
Well, I could tell you if you found something, but you have to roll investigation, and then you have to roll for stealth.
Well, first stealth is a solid 20 for stealth, not nat modified. Investigation, nat 20.
Wow. Okay, so you're looking through this stuff, and you notice on one of the skeleton hands that he has is a ring, some sort of magical ring.
I take it.
Okay.
What does it look like?
Let me pull up a picture for you.
Please tell me it doesn't have a magical mushroom on it.
Oh no, it's not that ring. Well, I'm gonna show it to you. This is the ring that you find. It's got like some sort of metal knotwork around it, and it's got a blue gemstone in the center.
Looks like.
And as you
chains.
do you put it on? If you put it on, I'll tell you what the ring does.
Yes. Put it on my.
It is a ring of free action.
Ooh, that actually sounds. That's really useful.
I'll let you kind of look that up to see what that does.
What's it called again?
Ring of free action.
I think I can guess what it is, but just in the name, I feel like I can just have like an opportunity. Ring of free action out. Need cost because it's a ring, I think. You can always kind of roll 20. Except while you wear this ring, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. Well, that's cool. So I'm kind of like, I have like a bit of a resistance to things. To some things.
Wait, can I try and speak telepathically with the devil dude while he's sleeping?
Sure. You could attempt to.
I'm going to speak to it in comment and just go ooga booga.
In its mind, it wakes up.
Ooga booga. What?
So going, huh? What?
Is Reed invisible?
Reed is invisible, correct.
I'm quickly kind of like get into like in front of his bed, so I'm kind of like in front of it. And I
okay, so you're standing right over him?
No, like in front, like not like in front of it. So I'm like, so if he like got up from his bed, he would just see me like is his bed like on like I'm just kind of in front of his bed, but not at like I'm kind of like further away from it. I'm looking, I'm right in front of it in that direction, and I say, "You must be the gargoyle, the great gargoyle."
I'm not a gargoyle.
What are you then?
My name's Bunch.
Bunch.
Oh no, he talk about he'd have an English accent. My name's Bunch.
Oh, he
Who
just
the
got
hell
less.
are you?
He just got less intimidating for me. I'm here
you
for.
enter my room.
You want me to be truthful?
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Oh, well, the prison's that way.
But there's
I
a
could
thing.
escort you there.
I'm lost, thinking that.
Yeah, come with me. I'll bring you back home.
No, wait. There was a cool thing I was about to say, but I forgot it. So I'm just gonna get straight to it. I want two things, and you could choose. I want your life or key. to a big door.
Key to a big door.
Yeah,
In the treasury.
There's a treasury?
Yes.
I just found a big door and I thought there was a strong monster behind it.
Is it the door with the giant dragon in front of it? That's the treasury where we keep all of our cubes golds.
I
Want the
say to him
key? I can take you there.
Now,
Take the key.
I say to
funny
him telepathically, the door with the Tiamat symbol on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
he has no idea where you are. He has no idea who you are. he probably thinks
Door
I'm
with
talking
the Tiamat symbol on it. Where's the key?
It's in one of the rooms. I'll take you there.
Okay. Wait, is he speaking out loud or is he only speaking in his mind?
He's speaking out loud.
Good. Now you're gonna lead me, and I pull out my scimitar. I'm like,
Sounds
or else
wonderful.
it'd be your big xenomorph head.
So he actually he flutters around and he leads you past the Tiamat temple. You see where the Tiamat temple was that you had originally started your venture, and he says, "It's in there."
Then go grab it.
Oh, I'm good.
Nope. You're my hostage. You're gonna go grab it right now.
I'm good.
Nope.
I'll go grab it.
Why won't you go grab it?
I'll go grab it.
Go grab it.
As in,
I point this.
I'm dying. I'm dead.
I don't
Just
think
get the key and get the key and get out here.
He's inside of there.
Get out of the
there. I'm dead.
Do I see? Is Reed still invisible?
Yes.
Yes, Reed is still invisible.
Let's
see how long does greater invisibility last for, Reed?
How long does greater invisibility last? Oh, hold on, give me a second.
Okay. It only
It
lasts for a
lasts-
minute, so actually, no.
Right, but let's say he's hidden. Let's say he's hidden, and then when he goes in the room, he shows itself. He shows himself.
Who, Reed?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I can while he's in the room, he says, "Oh, I'm dead."
I'm dead.
I kind of go to read him like, "Do you have any, explosion spells?"
I got fireball.
Fireball. I don't think we're gonna need him.
Him?
Yeah, just fireball the room.
I don't.
Cause the big explosion.
What if I just use my my last spell slot and just cast great invisibility again?
Why would you do that? We have an opportunity to kill the boss, and you want to go invisible?
The key.
Yeah, we can easily grab the key. If he's dead, then we can use his head as leverage.
I'm just gonna turn invisible.
Don't you dare! I swear to God, if you go invisible, I will need. Can he
So you go invisible.
Yes.
What do you do next?
I walk straight towards the key.
So you go inside. It's not super obvious where this key is. You are entering back into the great temple of Tiamat. And to remind you of what this looks like, it's not pixelated in here because you can almost feel the evil energy radiating from this giant statue. And you see the blood of the one creature that is still laying there has finally reached the brass pool filled with that burning oil. And that blood-stained sitting in statue of Tiamat with his 5 heads are all lit up bright. And you see this creature that looks very similar to the ones that you fought, those dragon-looking creatures. You see it kind of floating out of the fiery pool that the blood had poured into. And this one looks ghostly. So it's sort of transparent, black, shadowy, and you see it kind of floating in the air, and you see the other dragons that are in the room bowing down to it.
If I go, cool.
You don't notice you yet.
Do I see the key at all?
You see, you see them. Then they're doing their thing. The key, you sort of see it is. I will make a make a perception check. That's right. You roll for these things. Make a perception check.
No, I think you just tell me exactly where it is. I don't remember the rolling part.
I don't know, man. I think I just got it.
So just perception.
Yes.
Okay.
That was one of the dragons.
Wait, no, not 15. 16.
16. You could tell that the key is sort of inside of the statue. It's like engraved into it. Like it's got its own sort of, it fits inside like a puzzle piece, I guess you could say.
Okay. I walk up to it and I pull it out.
You're going to have to roll stealth with advantage, but you are going to have to roll stealth.
Stealth with advantage. Okay, that's a good roll. Okay, unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Wow, that's really good. So you pull this key out, and the statue sort of begins. Its eyes are lighting up different colors, and all the creatures stop and turn to look at it.
I'm glad I didn't enter the room.
The ghostly creature you will see enter inside of the statue. And the Tiamat statue's 5 heads look down, and it is as if they see you perfectly.
Oh.
It seems you got yourself in a load of trouble, kid.
Huh.
Full initiative.
I did not enter the room, so.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You're kind of, hey man, shout if you need anything.
Help. I got a 9.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me, Malcolm, so I just kind of know if you decide to do anything, when you would do it.
Okay, so in case if I do join.
If you join or if something happens outside of the room, it's more of just of in case, so I know
20.
where you are. Okay.
Got 20.
So you're actually going to go first, Malcolm. You didn't enter the room, but you could see from outside of the room what's happening because the whole room's lit up now with the light of this statue that's appeared to have come to life. So you see that there is obviously a great danger inside of the room. What do you do?
Yeah. Can I try to sneak in?
You could roll for stealth.
11.
11. With an 11, they all notice you as you come in.
Yo. Look at him.
And you see the red creature, the one with the wings that kind of led you into this room. He's now outside of the room. He's directly behind you, and it is sort of confusing to you because you saw him go in, but now he's directly behind you. So in terms of how that's possible, you're kind of confused by it. And
I try to start running to him.
You saw him. He's still in the room, and he kind of waves goodbye as the one that waves in the room sort of vanishes in the air, and the one outside of the room closes the door on you.
Right before he closes, I'm like, you bat, and then it just closes.
You bat boy, you bat person.
Oh no, you know what word I was going to use.
So the door closes behind you, and now this creature, the statue, is doing its thing. These other creatures are doing their thing. And is there anything else that you would like to do in this turn? You snuck in, and I'll say you still have an action left to do something.
Well, I didn't really sneak in. More like I walked in.
You attempted to sneak in. You tripped
So-
over. You tripped over a pew.
So, does anyone look hostile towards me?
They all look very hostile.
Towards me?
Well, they had just gotten done trying to sacrifice you to this thing that's now animated. So there's definitely some of them that have their attention toward you, and the other ones are still sort of trying to figure out what's going on. So there's at least two of them that are trying to
I unsheath
get the best of you.
I unsheath my scimitar, and with a grin, I say, "All right, time for round 2."
Okay.
And I enter a rage.
Okay.
And
So you
then
should still be able to do an attack.
Oh, I feel like. Who can I attack? Are they just like the same demon dragon things I fought before?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna attack. I'll attack one. I'll let you pick.
Okay, you attack one. Roll for the attack cell.
One. I'm attacking
The
again.
one? Yep, you definitely miss.
Miss again. I'm not gonna say what it was. It was a 5. It can't be worse
Okay,
than a 1.
now two of them are going to attack you. One of them is going to attack with its sword. Does a 15 hit you?
Dude, that just barely misses.
Okay, so 15 misses, and then it's going to try to bite you.
Try.
And it hits with a 19,
That hits.
and you take 10 piercing damage with 11 acid damage.
So 21.
Yep.
Dang.
The next one is going to try to do the same thing to you. Let's see. So it's going to first try to attack. Misses, only gets a 10 on its attack. It's going to try to bite you. Hits you with 22. 6
damage.
piercing damage and 10 acid damage.
Dude, these guys are dropping my health with their bites. I went from 72 to 51 to 35.
Yep. Now it is the statue's turn. I'll give you 1 second.
I'm kind of scared.
Big
Light might die.
The statue, it almost appears as if it can see you, but you quickly notice that it probably can't. So a lot of the dragons are going to use their movement kind of at the same time and fly out of the way, and it's going to lift up its large leg and just slam it down onto the ground, and it gets a 20, not a natural 20, but it gets a 20. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're asking.
So it slams down. So it's going to miss on its first slam. Going to make a second slam attack. It succeeds on its second slam attack with a 24. Okay, Reed.
Yes.
It deals 52 points of damage. You are absolutely crushed by this thing. It is now the rest of them, seeing that he is down, are going to turn their attention toward you, Big Lion, and they're going to kind of go through the same motions. One of them hits you with their scimitar and deals 7 slashing damage.
Oh, did he hit?
Yep, he hit.
And with how much damage?
7 slashing damage.
I might go down.
The second one does an 18 on the attack roll. Does that hit? 18?
Oh, yeah. My AC 16.
7 piercing. 8 acid.
Okay.
Another one's going to come and do the same thing.
I don't think I can survive another one. If he
7
does max
slashing
damage, if he does max damage for his next one, I'm going to die.
7 slashing damage with the scimitar. Goes in for the bite, succeeds on the bite. In piercing damage. And 9 acid
10?
damage. Yep.
And so 19? Down.
Both of your eyes fade to black. And
So
you
we
wake
so
up.
does our sight see? So our sight fades to black.
Everything fades to black. But before it fades to black, you see the creature, Bunch, his name is Bunch. The bald gargoyle-looking creature. You see him stand over you. Well, at first you see these creatures back off. And you see Butch stand over you. And you see the pixelated mage stand over you. And then your
My last words are like,
your consciousness fades away. And you guys,
well, not technically dead. I'm just unconscious.
well, you guys, some time passes. It's hard to tell how much time passes. But you don't feel your souls slip away. You still feel pretty intact. But you wake up and you notice your bodies are really broken. At least Reed's was sort of crushed by the statue of Tiamat. And you wake up in this very, very cold room.
Do we have any HP? Like 1?
You've got 1 HP, yes. You got 1 HP right now. Or actually, you know what? You wake up and you are at full HP.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Reed, you're at half HP.
Okay.
I think this guy screwed up giving me full HP. I'll kill him.
I'm trying to think this through, right? Trying to think of how I want to do this. So yeah, you have half HP, Reed. You still feel like lots of your bones are kind of broken, which is what's kind of halved your max right now.
Mm-hmm.
But your spell slots are back in terms of what it'd be like for a short rest. So that's what I'll say for you too, Malcolm. It's not 100% back, but it is a short rest.
Sorry, I don't have full HP.
You have as much as you would have after a short rest. So you guys wake up in this large chamber, and you see behind you, and you're kind of shackled right now, and you're chained up onto this weird machine. And on either side of you, on one side of you, is the red creature, Bunch. And on the other side of you is the pixelated mage that you had encountered, Big Lion. And
can I speak at all?
Yep, you guys can both speak. Or you have gags and they're removed from your mouth, but yes, now you can speak.
Where are we? What'd you do to us?
I think I'm kind of just, I don't say anything. I just look around. I'm like, because I can still feel, I feel really sore. That's what I think right now. I look
yes, you feel very sore.
So I'm just looking around. I don't say anything.
Okay. So one thing that you notice in this room is you hear this very loud heartbeat. Bump, 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 bump. And Reed, that sense of energy, that psychic energy that you had felt in the center of the room, you could tell that you are in the center of the cube right now.
Okay.
And it is this overwhelming power of this pixelation curse. So right now, as you guys wake up, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
One of these again.
This is great. There's no way I can mess this up. All right, let's see.
Why do you have like amazing
So I
constitution.
have a +9, but because I have the Robe of Stars, it gives a +1 to my saving throws as well.
You
So
should say-
I just got 27.
Okay, you're good.
It was a saving throw.
Yes.
Yes.
23.
23, you're both okay for right now. But you feel like it's curse, this energy is like trying to pixelate you, but you're resisting.
As I resist, I kind of like, see, I'm stronger than any of you. As I like resist this curse.
And this entire everything starts to light up in these cubic squares, these blue lights, and you're able to sort of kind of now see your surroundings. You see a vast square chamber. You see pipes and valves and gears, all square, that are riveted to the iron walls. They are releasing a strange smelling steam. You see red lights glow from red bricks on the walls. The room is completely pixelated and has absolutely no curved surfaces. And in the center of the room, you see the very large skeletal remains of the Arch Quadron, which resembles little more than a 60-foot wide, dilapidated square framework of what looks like rotting sheet metal. And you can see hints of the Arch Quadron's face and empty eye sockets. And from inside of this cube, because they kind of push this machine that's kind of on wheels, which you are tied to, inside of this creature's mouth. And you recognize this creature, Reed, from Alexa's memories. So you're pushed into this area, and inside on the floor, on the center floor, you see this 10-foot wide heart that's also connected to gears and pipes, and it's just sort of pulsing at the center of the floor. And the engine is over a wide pit, and it's bridged by pipes thick enough to walk on. These pipes go everywhere, and they disappear into the walls of the floor. You see a short flight of metal steps that lead 10 feet above the metal platform. 2 pieces of bulbous machinery are there with large glowing cubes floating between them. The other side of the platform is a large panel of buttons, switches, levers, and a strange piece of furniture that sort of
this throne. And above the throne are these pipes that are kind of made into a crown. And sitting on the throne, you see a creature with 3 skulls on its head. So in case you haven't seen the photo before, and I think you have, Tyler, but I'm just going to post it again. You see what you could assume based on the photos and descriptions that you have seen throughout this area is the Skull Lord. The other thing that you quickly notice in this room is, and it's hard to tell what it was at first because it's so pixelated, but now you're able to assess that this room is covered in snow, and it's very, very, very cold. The coldest room you've been in so far. But the ice and the snow is all pixelated. The Skull Lord's not pixelated, though. And he says, finally, the smart one is here. And then he turns around and you see a 4th head, and it says, too bad it's too dumb it can't even read. And the 4th head is the head of Hydronius Heckler.
What? Hey,
And on his hand, you see an ice ring with a mushroom on it.
ooh.
And Hydronius
Wow.
Heckler's eyes are glowing blue, and you see what looks like veins coming from the ring. These black veins coming from the ring, going throughout Hydronius Heckler's head. And it's almost looked like it started to infect the other 3 skulls as they kind of go limp, and they're like trying to talk, but you could tell that Hydronius Heckler has the full amount of control over this body.
Okay.
And these dark black veins are very reminiscent to the way your brother looked when he was possessed by Baphomet.
Ooh.
And just like your brother was having those black veins come from his ring on his finger, these are coming from Hydronius's ring, the one that has the mushroom on it.
Who knew such a stupid gimmick that that was created like a long time ago is like demonized?
I won't stand for this. I'm gonna.
Is that what
take
you say out
something.
loud?
No.
Because he says, well, your legs are broken.
Well, so what's up with the other two skulls can't talk?
The three of them, they're all dumb. They're dumb. I don't need them. But they're smart enough to where I am able to almost have full control over this cube, this giant space station, and I will fly it around and shoot cannons at everybody I want to, which is almost everybody.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, sure has. Did you ever fix that brain issue?
Somewhat. Very little. Very little. I will say I've made very little progress, but I still made progress.
Well, maybe I will be able to help you, but before then, I saw something.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
What'd you see?
I don't want to say. But I
That's-
saw what you did. And I don't want to say it out loud until our rest of our friends join us. And then I will tell them about your secret and what you did to poor Alexis.
Why, too scared,
Alexa,
loser?
Poor Alexa.
But I kind
Big
of
Lion
get up.
doesn't
Why,
know.
too scared, loser?
And
Big Lion doesn't know who
see-
Alexa is.
Yeah, Big Lion doesn't know. So
No, I'm
Hydronius
I'm just
is
saying, why
that
you
he
too
doesn't
scared,
want
idiot?
to say it out loud because it'll be so much fun when he reveals it to the rest of the Beanie Boys.
Too bad they won't
And you
all be there.
see on one of the walls like this mosaic that kind of opens up and reveals what almost looks like a camera where you could see outside to the surface of the cube and you see Alexa's dead opened up body. And Hydronius goes, I saw what you did and I recorded it too.
Oh.
Wait, he did so. I don't
How
remember.
many cameras you got?
What?
How many cameras you got?
Well, I could graft your head to my body and then you would find out.
But I like my body.
Is it even yours though?
Yes.
Is
What
it?
do you mean? What do you mean? Of course it's my body.
So I think that you should probably sit in the chair, and I have a suspicion that because you could see what the monodrone can see, you might be able to speak to its god. And you could tell me things that I want to know.
Well, I think you're lying to me.
I would never. Look at me. I'm lawful good.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
I don't know Hydronius that well, but I can tell that's bullcrap.
I could also tell that's something that Reed would say. Or not that Reed, that Raymond would say. I'm lawful good.
Sure. You know what? You're lawful good.
I've only killed millions of people.
Anyways,
So what do you say? I could either let you talk to the god, or I could kill you, graft your head to my body, because I've got room for two more at least, and most of the other ones are dumb.
yeah. Well, I don't.
Where's
I
that
don't like
cowgirl? What happened to that cowgirl?
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of just disappeared one day, and don't
Where's
think
the other
she's
dragon
ever
guy?
coming back. Other dragon guy.
Yeah, the other
He
dragon
gone.
guy that
He's
was
just
with
gone.
you. Oh,
He's just gone. I
what a
don't know.
shame.
He also went somewhere. You know, it's been a
Show really fell apart. since then.
Gidden is here somewhere still.
I know. I got the cameras.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then the dude with the bow legs, the stupid bow legs that he wouldn't stop talking about.
he's dead.
Okay.
He's
okay.
dead. I've got his amulet. And then he holds up Malcolm's father's necklace.
How'd you get that? I watched him go through a tube.
You watched him go through a tube. He
I
was
retcon,
taken
that
to
was
the
retcon.
morgue.
I mean, oh yeah, but then like I was in a
Well,
room.
that wasn't retconned. Your body still went through.
Oh, it did? I thought it was no, wasn't it retcon because that was for people who were going to the abyss, and I
Those for
I
people who
ended
are
up somewhere
evil.
else.
Those were for people who are evil and like war.
Yeah, and I
you're
wasn't
like,
evil.
"Well, I'm not evil, but Malcolm, you forget the episode where you murdered a bunch of people on Christmas Eve.
I was not, dude. If I was evil, then why did Boromir not take away my powers? I was a
Because
were rat, and I was not in
that's
control.
something you have to discover more is whether or not Bolmer cares too much about the evil stuff you've been doing.
Well, he did because he took away my powers after killing one person.
I think you were just being a jerk to that one person.
No, I wasn't. I was actually trying to be a nice person in them.
Anyways, so but no, when you had first originally died in the cube, they stripped you of your belongings. And
Dang them.
yeah, Hydronius Heckler has got your father's necklace.
2A doesn't know how to use the actual axe, which is probably more important than the the amulet. Let's
So
be honest.
how much for the amulet?
You were not.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you if you sit on the throne.
You know, I feel like it's a trap and that you're obviously lying to me.
I think that I need information. There are things that I have to know to please my boss. And the fastest and
who's
easiest
your
way
boss?
to find that out is by asking a god.
Who's your boss?
Oh, you know who he is.
You're right, I do. It was a rhetorical
It's
question.
your best friend Baphomet.
He's
He's
a
all of our best friends.
he's a
Not mine.
I could call him up.
I and his friend, he an evil
Why
dude
don't-
from what
why
I've
don't
heard.
Why don't you call him up right now?
I think he's busy
I don't
taking
think he
over a
is.
kingdom. Let's see, how many more days until that happens? Gidden's here. If Gidden doesn't save you, what do you think's going to happen to you?
Oh, I don't think he's too busy. Why don't you just call him up?
He knows exactly where I am, and I know exactly where he is. I know what he's doing. I know what your tricks are.
No, you know what? I think you're lying because you know what? It kind of just sounds like you're a big old fanboy, but like you're so much of a fanboy, Baphomet doesn't even want to do anything. Like just doesn't want to be inside. So I
That's
don't
what you
believe you.
sound like.
I think you should call him up. I think. You should call him.
No, I'm good.
You know what, Corey? Can I say this? You're doing a really good job thinking like Raymond.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
know what? Hey guys, do you smell that? It's all the poop coming out of Tyler's mouth. Sorry, I had to read his mouth. Uh-oh, stinky.
Uh-oh, stinky, poopy.
what if? Just what if?
Now hold on.
What's that screen made out of?
What screen?
The
I know,
camera.
who are you talking to? Are you talking to me, the DM,
scroll.
or Hydronius Heckler?
Hydronius.
And you're asking what screen? What screen are you talking about?
The one with Alexa dead.
Oh, so as the DM, I'll tell you that was like, because you're a sorcerer and you have knowledge of wizardry stuff, I could tell you that was some sort of scrying spell. So there's glyphs on the wall of scrying, So there's certain areas where he's able to see magically.
Okay. So, I'm gonna start slowly walking over to like.
You're
Perfect.
chained to this machine and your legs are broken.
Oh,
you're not really useful.
So, quick question: Do
Or
I
not
even
useful.
have a choice of sitting on this throne?
Well, I'm giving you a choice because I think it's funny. Where you could
I
either
mean-
decide to sit on the throne, or you could be grafted to my body, and you could try to be stronger than me, but I doubt it.
You know,
Or you could find. Part of me just really wants to wait till the rest of your friends get here, because
do you
that will be
want to
really
just
funny.
do you want to just like do that? Because it might be funny.
I think it will be funny.
I mean, like we can just keep talking while we wait for them to get here. You know.
Sounds good. And he makes like a chess set.
Ooh, can I play?
chess.
I do not know how to play.
You are freezing to death.
Me?
Yeah.
Can I
you're
not
just cold.
talk at all?
You're really, really cold. Yeah, you could just be silent, and we could end the game there, and we could pick back up when get in this Mulah and a Randock up here.
They're gonna arrive into the room, and me and the Hydronius are gonna be playing a chess game.
And I'm just freezing my ass off.
Or actually, yeah, they're gonna do something out. Yeah, he's gonna do other things. He's gonna think is really funny. He's gonna put
It is my character, so he probably
he's going to dress you up, Big Lion, like Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi.
Oh God.
And Reed, he's going to put a Jester's hat on you.
Oh, sweet! I get the funky hat.
Dude, the funky hat.
And that's what will end the game.
Man, this is the farthest we got with only 2 people.
So, with Malcolm, we'll go over to the Afterlife. Malcolm.
Oh, we're gonna do this?
Yeah, we can do this right now if you want.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I want to know. I want this to be kind of like a mystery for them.
So you're kind of walking through this mist, and everything's gray, and you see the Hall of Bolmir, but it doesn't look right. Like it's very transparent and dilapidated, like it's been abandoned.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, was it gonna be like empty?
Yeah, it's absolutely empty. You don't see anybody, anything. The walls are sort of decaying. In fact, the entire world that you're in looks sort of decayed. And sitting at the far end of the table, very, very transparent, very dim, you see the image of Bolmir.
I go up to him. I ask, what happened? Where is everyone? There's supposed to be an endless feast going on, and yet this hall looks like it's been abandoned for years. Does he respond to anything?
Yeah. He doesn't look at you, he just looks straight forward. And he says, I have been at war with the dark side of myself for ever since the beginning of eternity.
And I guess
Him and
off of
I both succeeded in our goals.
that. What were the goals?
To capture the other.
And you both succeeded?
Yes.
I'm gonna guess that the
To
ring
capture each other in a gem. My worshippers captured him, but almost at the same time, his worshippers succeeded in capturing me.
So I'm not talking to the real you. I'm just talking to like a last message. Or is this you? But
Yes, in a sense. I don't know what has become of my worshippers of past, but without me here in this plane, this reality will fall apart. So where they have gone, I do not know. They could not stay here.
And is the field also abandoned?
Yes.
Did they just... Was there any, like, warning, or did everything just fall apart?
Like in an instant.
That would depend on
What?
how long I've been gone.
But shouldn't the worshippers and... was it Agaroth?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they be giving you power? I made sure to spread the word of Bulmer. There's, like, many built churches in your name.
I have limited power now. But until
something
I
happens
am freed, I could not be as I was.
Yeah, but the
However,
power you
your
give is that straight.
your dedication and your prophecies and your word that you have spread throughout Agaroth and the rest of the world has given me enough strength to keep me alive. When a god is no longer worshipped or forgotten, that god dies. You may remember meeting a dead god.
Yeah. I remember you giving me some great... I don't even know where it came from, but I think it was you who gave me such great power to kill him.
And
Yeah,
he nods.
Is there a way I can harness that power? Or just, I don't know, half of it? I've been trying to train myself to get back to that form, because I know after some discussion with one of my colleagues that I might need that form if I have to take on Baphomet.
That
I
took
need anything
an
I can
incredible
get.
amount of my power. I used it in a time where you would never have been able to overcome that, and you were not ready to face the afterlife. I could have held on to my power to allow you to do it again, but I decided to allow you to use it as often as you wanted, but in a weaker state. And he's referring to the cleric powers that he had given you.
Yeah, one of stages. One of these stages. Is there a way, is there like a middle ground between that godly form and what I have now?
A middle stage of the godly form.
Well, whatever you would call it. The blessing.
Collect the three weapons of Bolmir. The axe, the bracers, and the belt.
And I can get it.
Yes.
If I known that this is what the afterlife, if I knew that the halls, the field would look like this, I would have acted sooner. But I did not act fast enough. What happened when my bull died? Do you know where it went?
No.
I fear
Some of my warriors most likely are temporarily being housed in different planes of different deities. Some of my more brutal followers perhaps are fighting alongside the armies and the layers of hell, fighting against the demons.
so they're all stranded.
Correct.
What's gonna happen to me? I mean, I haven't teleported. I'm here.
I don't know what it will happen to my followers who have died after this plane of existence has decayed. You died after all of my worshippers here relocated. I do not know what becomes of you.
I fear that something will happen. I fear that a great war is coming.
It is.
What scares me is I don't think any of my comrades, if I cannot return, I fear that none of my comrades are strong enough to defeat the force of Baphomet.
They aren't yet.
Do you think there is any way for me to aid in the state I'm in?
You are already closer to where you need to be.
I am.
You will never become as strong as you need to be on your plane of existence. You are up against a demon lord. You are up against some of the most powerful demons in existence. The only way for you to possibly fight this war by yourself is to return. In the hero's journey, all great myths experience a fall from grace and rise from the ashes.
Well, when that
And
time
by the
comes,
end
I will
of-
not.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
I will not fail you.
He says, that may be so, but be warned. You will no longer recognize yourself by the end of it.
Will the power consume me?
Yes.
What will happen? Because from what I've gathered, you two are two separate beings of one.
Correct.
Will you have to be one at the end of this?
No.
Well, if my fate...
We are already
And-
one. There are two, but we are one. Light cannot exist without darkness, and darkness cannot exist without light.
How...
They are separate, but they are the same. Just as two sides of the coin are different, but they are the same coin. The reason why we are continuously trying to trap each other is because if one of us dies, so does the other.
So there is no war to kill each other, but to just control?
Light can never fully defeat darkness. But the trick is to let light have the upper hand.
And about my losing my power. Will it drive me into madness?
You losing your power? What do you mean?
No. Like when I lose myself in my power. When you said I'll, will that like drive me to insanity?
That depends on you.
Well, if that is my fate, then so be it. But until then, I will do everything in my power to turn the tides. If my sanity, if my existence is the sacrifice to save our world, people, friends, then it is one I shall have to pay. But until then, I'll have to do everything in my power to stop it.
You must do whatever is necessary to defeat Baphomet, to imprison him. That might even mean that you become something evil, something dark. You know why I took away your power when you killed the Tabaxi?
I killed an innocent. And from what I can tell, I took a life that did not need to be taken.
Yes, but what more so, do you know where she was from?
Was she a worshiper of Bolmir?
Yes. He was from the city of Agaroth.
That. No, do I have any feeling with my body? Because I want to say like my heart just kind of like sinks. 'Cause I just feel more
Spiritually,
shame.
sure.
Yeah, I kind of like lower my head, kind of go silent, because I'm just now more ashamed that it wasn't just an innocent person I killed. It was a fellow follower of Bolmir.
So I hear you're making it right.
Yes, the soul, the tabaxi, is in the child of a kobold, and in the time that between then and now, I've been trying to raise her right.
And he nods.
So, where do we go from here? I don't know.
The doors open back up out of the Great Hall.
I guess this is
you look
farewell.
out the doors, and then you look back to Bolmir, and Bolmir is no longer there.
And it's just an empty.
It's just an empty hall.
I kind of like still look where he was once sitting, and I say, I guess this is farewell from now. Till that day comes, I'll follow you to the very end. And I start. I follow. I not follow. I walk out the door.
You walk out the door, and it closes behind you. And if you were to look back, you'd see that it disappeared, gone back into the mist. The landscape that you're on is completely dull and gray. It's not particularly evil or scary, but it's not particularly calming or nice.
Almost just like
this gray, neutral plane of existence. And you walk along this road until you reach this vast city, and you see lots and lots of inhabitants in it, of all sorts of races, all sorts of beings, all of them as translucent as you are. And they all appear to be conversing with one another, but mostly it appears like they are waiting in a large line that leads up to a very, very, very tall tower. And that's where we'll end it.
All right. Wow, that was